Welcome back. Well, you're still talking a little football, and it's time to take it to that college level. DSU, it's been a bit of a struggle for these guys. Still looking for that first win of the year. They were back at home today. A big conference showdown against Morgan State. A very winnable game for them, and they went right to work in this thing. The Bears were looking for a return on the kickoff here early on, but check out my man Logan Westcott, a friend of the show, hustling down the field, blows that one up for the tackle. The Woodbridge grad also got the start at free safety in the day. He finished with 4 tackles. The Hornets, though, still down 6 early on. That is before this right here. Isaiah Abado avoids the sack, throws it deep down the field, and that's Malik Goldson right there, who takes it 65 yards to the house for the score. DSU ties that thing up at 6s, but Morgan State would have an answer. It's Moses Skillian right here. He's going to find Lamont Brown, who's going to make a sick move right there. Takes it in from 10 yards out, and then right after a Hornet turnover, this happened. Orlando Johnson takes it in from 9 yards out. He's in for the score. The Hornets just could never really find the answer when they needed it. They end up dropping that thing 26-6 the final. They fall to 0-4 on the year, and things are really starting to get a little uncomfortably awkward for this team right now. I mean, first of all, they lose at home to a Division II team, and I get that it's a brand new coach and that they're trying to put in a new program. That's really, really tough to overlook. That's a pay-to-play game, a game that everyone expects you to win that one. And then there's just some numbers that are really not looking good for this team right now. I mean, they've had a number of possessions this year. Actually, if you look at it, in 3 games now against Division I teams, they've had 40 possessions offensively. How about these numbers? They have just 3 touchdowns, and they have 13 turnovers now. And they also have 2 safeties. They've almost given up as many safeties as they've had touchdowns. They really can't move the ball offensively. It is tough to watch. The defense actually has more touchdowns right now than the offense, and it is –
something's got to –
there's some building blocks that need to be in place right now, and I tell you what, it's not pretty football out there for them.
No, and hopefully they can kind of figure that out. And I'm sure the rain today, maybe we'll give them that.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was definitely the rain.
All right. Well, while DSU got in their game, 9 other football teams did not this week, so get ready for the list here because it gets a little bit extensive. Staying with college football, Wesley postponed their game with Southern Virginia. It will now be played Monday at 4. And as for SU, their game against TCNJ was also canceled. There will not be a makeup date for that one. Now, there are also several high school games on Monday. By several, I mean there are 7 games on the schedule. Now 8, we just got word. Laurel and Del Mar will play at Laurel's Old Field, and Arcadia will host Colonel Richardson. Both games are at 4 o'clock. And Y-High's welcoming Kent Island for their homecoming game at 5. Now, the Monday games continue with Bennett traveling to Snow Hill, Nandua at Cambridge, Parkside at Queen Anne's, and Stephen Decatur hosting North Carolina, all with 6 p.m. kickoffs.
Yeah, and we can also add the Sussex Central, Sussex Tech, the battle for Georgetown, the game that everybody is looking forward to. That's going to be a monster game. That's also at Monday at 6 p.m. at Sussex Central. So that'll be a fun one to watch. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Football on a Monday. Who's going to complain about that, right?
It's our own version of Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I'm down. All right, well, it's time for another quick commercial break, but coming up next, we're going to take you to what's going on over here with some Eastern Shore soccer. SU men's taking on Catholic. Highlights coming up next.
I'm Barry Gaines Jr. I play wide receiver in the corner. So I come to High School, and you're watching Down Over Sports Insider.